Hey YouTube, it's been a while since we've been reporting positive news. We missed you guys. We're so glad to be back. This week we're going to check out a company that takes social responsibility to another level. We also get to watch one family's dreams come true, and we'll see a group of teenagers that don't fit the stereotype. But first, as always, check out our quick laugh of the day.
Oh man, this is hilarious.
Beyonce has fans of all ages. Our next story shows what one popular restaurant is doing to combat hunger in their local communities. You guys are going to love this. Watch.
The restaurant is taking a leap of faith and letting its Portland customers decide how much they want to pay for their food.
The Panera Cafe just opened in the Hollywood neighborhood. It is the third community cafe owned and operated by a nonprofit arm of the national chain. K2's Valerie Hurst tried it out to see whether asking others to help provide for those who can't is working.
It looks like the familiar Hollywood Panera Cafe. Inside, you'll find the same friendly people, food and drink.
How's it going?
It's going well, thank you. But after you order at this Panera, you'll face the question, what should I pay?
So I could get the latte and the 2 chocolate pastries for the change that I have in my hand.
If that's all you have, you can do that, yeah.
It's called Panera Cares. Portland's the third spot in the U.S. to try it out. The cafe effectively becomes a non-profit organization. The person taking your order will let you know what your bill would be.
$6.40 is your suggested donation?
But you're only asked to leave your fair share. If you can't afford it, you can give less or even nothing. Panera's founder Ron Shake calls it a test of humanity.
And I thought to myself, we open 2 cafes a week somewhere in the country. We have 50,000 people. This is the kind of thing we should be doing.
As we went around the place, everyone we talked to said they gave more than the suggested donation.
Knowing that you can help somebody else and give them a meal possibly, I think that, for myself anyway, I'd pay a little extra.
Yeah, I think Portlanders have an attitude that would be appropriate to this kind of facility, and they're going to get it.
Shake says the stats from these cafes are good. 20% leave more than the suggested price. 60% leave the exact amount suggested. The rest leave less.
I can break your bill, and then you actually put them in a donation box, yeah.
Customers believe Portland's the kind of caring community that will support this new business motto.
I don't think people will, want to pay less than what they have in the past or anything like that.
As if we needed one more reason to love Panera's, besides their French onion soup in a bread bowl, of course. Wow, all of a sudden I'm hungry. Okay, you guys, watch our next video about a family that lost everything only to find relief in their cookie jar, and I think I'm going to go get a snack.
Just 9 months ago, Ricardo Cerezo and his wife made the most painful decision of their lives, removing their 14-year-old daughter Savannah from life support after a series of seizures. Her bedroom remains unchanged. In February, faced with pending foreclosure, Ricardo found himself in this room.
On my knees crying, just asking the Lord, I'm okay with losing everything else. I just can't lose this room.
Their answer was in this cookie jar. Savannah bought it a few months before she died.
It's sort of where we keep our little keepsakes of her, and still piling up lotto tickets in it.
One lotto ticket was from February. It was now April, and Ricardo's wife gave him an ultimatum. Check the pile of tickets or trash them.
The last ticket said file a claim. Not a congratulations, not an amount, just said file a claim.
Ricardo, a management consultant, thought he'd won a few $100s, only to find out later it was a $4.85 million jackpot.
The honest first emotion was mammoth regret. And regret, again, because our youngest wasn't here to enjoy this.
But he says he finds peace in knowing this was an incredible gift from his daughter to her family.
With the loss of our youngest member, we decided to hang on to faith. We clung together, and what an amazing payoff.
I think I know what you guys are all going to do right after the video. Don't worry, I'll be checking my old lotto tickets as well. Our last story is about a group of teenagers that put their own self-interest last, even on their prom night.
Groceries scattered all over the highway and frantic screams for help is how this group of Western high school students will remember their first few moments of prom night, right after their stretch limo came to a screeching halt.
I thought, wow, this is a pretty serious accident, like crazy how, I was just hoping that people were okay, really.
Dressed in their gowns and tuxedos, the limo driver and 24 students came to the rescue of a family of 7 who rolled over in their minivan headed east on 595 near Hiatus Road.
My first initial reaction was to call 911, so I did. And Peter and a couple of the other boys, they went to the scene right away. Peter got in and he jumped out and grabbed the little boy.
The boy was not wearing a seatbelt, and Peter Kim put his dreams of being in the healthcare profession into action.
We laid her down and we tried to calm her down. She was just panicking. She was in shock. She was screaming out, "Where's my baby?" and "Where's my baby?"
Every one of the students had a hand in the rescue. And once the paramedics came to take the injured to the hospital, they made their way to prom, except they were all covered in blood, sweat, and tears.
It was a silent ride to prom. I mean, there was some blood on the side of our limo, so as we're driving there on Las Olas and stuff like that, people are looking at the limo, they're like, oh my gosh, looks like a murder scene.
All the kids should be commended for what they did, along with the limo driver that stopped.
It felt great that we got to help someone out and that we didn't just roll on by. And I'm happy that I had my peers that actually helped out instead of just sitting there and doing nothing, so it felt good.
Awesome. Those kids are off to a great start in life. Well, that's it for this episode. Don't forget to check out Real with Roxy on Fridays. And remember, send all of your story ideas to theuntoldnews@gmail.com. Thanks for letting us brighten your day. Now go and do the same for someone else.